Home review, could you please introduce yourselves?
Aklas.
Yeah.
It's the 18th of January 2014, and I'm doing the review of my session, my second formal assessment.
Excellent. And then the review will be conducted by Gary Laban.
Okay, so firstly, well done today. Aklas, really impressed with the session. Obviously, a lot of technical detail that we've gone through with Pedro. Can you just remind me of the sort of the main units that we were looking at today?
Unit 15 was customer review.
Yep.
And we were going over a section on the conclusion to the session.
Absolutely right, yeah. So Unit 3. So a lot of Unit 3 you've done before, and I've seen time and time again as I've come up to see you at Brampton, and obviously your head coach's review. But we just wanted to look at discussing that review with real sort of purpose with your with another sort of colleague, and obviously we've done that today, I feel, with Pedro. What would you say is like the strength of how you review today? Why would you feel that it went very, very well?
Because I think that usually people review at the end, and I was reviewing as I was going along.
Yeah.
So like every 10 minutes during the main section of the session, I would stop and I would ask them if it's going well, what they think they can do to make it harder for themselves, or if there's anything that they want me to do to make it harder.
Yes.
Or if they're all right with the session, how it's going, and they want to just carry on, then they can. So it's like self review and peer review at the same time. And then we went back into that section and we just carried on. So people, I think one group we were doing personal best. I think one group carried on with personal best, and the other group went into one of comparing their scores against each other.
Yes, I would agree. I thought that was really, really strong. You're absolutely right. A lot of people do tend to get to the end, but I was very impressed with that. I also loved at the end how you got them to peer review, so they were working with each other to discuss what went really well, which I thought was great, rather than you just asking a boring one question and then you talking. So I thought that was fantastic. The other thing that we talked about obviously was Unit 15 and how we treat our participants as our customers. So just tell me a little bit more about that. How do you feel you helped your customers today?
Well, when I started the session, I introduced myself and I welcomed them to the session. And then after that, I told them the outline, basic outline of what was going to happen. So they all had an idea of what they expect from the session. And after that, I think during the session, I was giving praise and feedback. And at the end of the session, I did ask if they wanted to carry on, would they use the technique of anything they've taken away from the session. They said that they would.
Yeah. Yeah, it was very, very good. How did you check that they fully understood the expectations of what you'd set for them? How did you go about checking that they understood fully what you wanted from the task?
As they were doing the task, I went around and I asked them as they were shooting, like, what if they were following the main points, and then I also asked them why.
Right.
So like if they were doing it, I asked them why. And I got a few different responses. One of them was yeah, I think so. Right. and then I was like, yeah, then explain it to me. And then so the participant gave a brief explanation, but then I had to expand on that, so then they actually knew why they were doing it. And then another response I got was I don't know.
All right.
And I had to go into detail and explain the reason why. And then once I explained it, he knew why they were doing it.
Yeah.
Then he knew why the expectations were that to do those.
Excellent. Yeah, I agree entirely. And the other thing I saw that you tried to do, which was obviously a little difficult because these guys are your adults and your peers, was where you were saying about if they had an interest in basketball, how would they follow it up? So if we just build a scenario here, if we're dealing with some year 8s that maybe haven't really played for very long, and we get a young performer come up to you at the end and sort of talk about they really enjoyed their basketball session, what sort of response would you give them?
I would encourage them to, since they enjoyed it so much, to come to future sessions.
Okay.
That either to mine or any other opportunities that they may have to play basketball.
Okay. And are you aware of what those opportunities might be?
Yeah.
So within a greenhouse setting, what would you say that was?
So I would refer to the timetable at the school. If it was a student from the school, I would refer to the timetable and I would let them know when the next session is for their age group. So they could attend that session.
Okay. And if they were maybe of a quite high standard, what would be the process that you would take?
if they were a higher standard, I would, as well as doing that, I would also refer them to like if they were good enough to play National League, for example, I would refer them to like the Greenhouse Pioneers or something that's like I would speak to my head coach and them to see what they could go to further develop.
Wonderful. All right. Well, I mean, everything else in terms of the technical stuff we've covered today and in prior assessments. So I was very happy with that. You not only prepared it well, but you adapted it to the need of your learners today. I was really impressed with the fact that you were able to interact with them. Although it's easier in a small group to do that anyway, I thought it was fantastic the way that you did keep, as we've talked about, stopping and referring to their needs and working with them and setting their own personal best. And then at the end there, where we're talking about our Unit 15 task about are we looking to treat them as customers? How are we trying to sort of impress upon them that you want to do the best by them? I thought you did that fantastically. So, well done, Aklas. Thank you. Very good indeed.
Coach Go, final assessment, Aklas Mia and Gary Label. Thank you.